Hey guys, PokeDan here. With Generation 7 of Pokemon coming to an end, most of us have our eyes set on the next Pokemon game. It's fair to say that the next game in the franchise will bring with it the 8th generation of Pokemon. And there's a ton of things that I want to see happen in Gen 8. So, to talk about what I want to see happen in the next Pokemon game, I thought I'd make a video about it. So today, you guys join me to count down my top 10 hopes for Pokemon Generation 8. Remember guys that this is all in my own opinion, so be sure to tell me your hopes down in the comment section. But with all that being said, let's get started with the video. So kicking off this list is a feature that I want to stay in the games, and that is character customization. Now, the reason this is so low on the list is because I can see it happening and staying in the games. But at the same time, there is that tiny possibility that this feature could be scrapped. Character customization was a feature introduced in Pokemon X and Y, and when it failed to make an appearance in ORAS, a lot of people weren't so happy about that. Personally, I think it's great to be able to go online and see so many people looking completely different, rather than seeing everyone in the same original design. With regards to customization, I would like to see a bigger variety of clothing available to all players. But yeah, this is a feature that I want to see happen in Generation 8. Something that Pokemon Sun and Moon and their sequels did so well was bringing back characters from older Pokemon games. It was just great playing through the games and then bumping into a face from the past. Some of the notable returns include Red and Blue, Grimsley, Colress, and Giovanni. And seeing all these characters who you've interacted with in older games just felt pretty nostalgic. There were some characters I would have liked to return, but hey, that's a video for a different day. And who knows, maybe they could return in Generation 8. Each Pokemon game introduces new characters. Characters that we grow to love and cherish. But at the same time, it's always nice to see a friendly or not so friendly face return. So, let's make it happen in Gen 8. Pokemon Sun and Moon introduced quite a few new features, and one of them that I'd like to see return in Generation 8 is the Pokeride feature. Pokeride enabled players to travel across the Alola region, riding on a select few Pokemon. And with the introduction of this feature, HMs were also completely scrapped. And that was something that a lot of Pokemon fans were happy about. If I had to choose to either bring back HMs in Gen 8 or bring back Ride Pokemon, I know that this would be the option that I'd choose, and I'm pretty sure that most people would as well. The thing is, with HMs, they needlessly took up a move slot on one of your team members. And it was always annoying when you wanted to teach your Pokemon a new move, but then you'd have no room for it. Also, if Pokeride does return in Gen 8, just think of all of the new Pokemon you'd be able to ride. Seriously, the possibilities would be endless. So, let's see it happen in Gen 8. Another hope of mine for the next generation of Pokemon would be having a badass rival be introduced. For the past couple of Pokemon games, the rivals we've had have been pretty upbeat and supportive. And yeah, I get it, they are just kind characters. But for the next Pokemon game, I actually want a rival who will make you want to better yourself. Personally, some of my favourite rivals have been characters who are complete douchebags, who tease you every step of your journey, and that's because when you beat them in battle, it just feels so much better. If you beat someone like How in battle, it's just like, oh yeah, it's How, he lost again. But whereas if you've just defeated a mean character like Silver, it feels a little more like, haha, in your face man, who's the loser now, huh? I want a character who will treat you mean, but keep you keen. So hopefully, we'll get to see this happen in the next Pokemon game. Okay, so another feature that I hope will be introduced in Generation 8 is multiple save files. Don't you just hate it when you want to replay a Pokemon game, but at the same time, you can't because you then have to get rid of everything on your current save file? It's annoying, and don't get me wrong, I know why it's like this. It's so that people will feel more inclined to buy the other copy of pretty much the same game. But for Gen 8, as much as I can't see this happening, I still want it to. I think it would be great to be able to boot up the game and then see free save files that you could play on. Whenever it is released, Generation 8 will be out on the Nintendo Switch. And as you guys may know, Switch games tend to cost a little more than 3DS games. So for the extra cost you'd be paying for the game, it would be pretty fair to have more than one save file. I think it would be awesome to be able to start a new game without getting rid of your old one. So please, give us this option for the next game. Coming in at the number 5 spot on this list is the return of Mega Evolution. Alright, so I know that not everyone would agree with me on this, but personally, I loved Mega Evolution. When they were first revealed back in Pokemon X and Y, they brought a lot of potential to the table for some older Pokemon who didn't get a lot of love. Yes, most Pokemon who got Mega Evolutions were already fan favourites, but even still, it was awesome to see all these Pokemon go to the next level. Mega Evolution was barely mentioned in Pokemon Sun and Moon, and honestly, it was kinda pathetic how you got the Mega Ring. After all, it was made to be such a big deal just one generation previously. If Mega Evolution did return, I'd love to see some of my favourite Pokemon and some underrated Pokemon become capable of Mega Evolving. That would be awesome. Recently, I've been catching up on the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime, and as awesome as it may be, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like it used to. I love all the characters and Pokemon in the anime, but I think for me personally, I would prefer to see Ash travel through the Alola region without having to return to the Pokemon school so often. With the other seasons of the anime, Ash had nothing tying him down, and it was awesome to see him trekking through all the regions. So for the next region Ash goes to, I want him to explore like he used to. By the way, this is not me dissing on the Pokemon school. The concept of Ash learning is unique, and it hasn't been done before, but I guess I'm just set in my ways. So Ash, my guy, in the next region, just get back out there and travel some more. Coming in at the number 3 spot on this list is a feature that I want completely removed in the next Pokemon game. And you'll already know that I'm talking about the Festival Plaza. In my videos, I've talked about a lot of trash things in Pokemon, but none of these even compare to how bad the Festival Plaza is. Firstly, in this generation, it's a bit more of a pain to get to. I know you only have to go to your menu and then teleport there, but in Pokemon X and Y with the PSS, all you had to do was touch the bottom screen. Also, when you first get to the Festival Plaza, you have to go through a long-ass tutorial, and that's just really tedious. But my main problem with this crappy place is that when you eventually connect to the internet to battle or trade with a friend, a lot of the time you'll have trouble finding them, and that's just super annoying. I don't care what we get to replace this crappy feature with in Gen 8, I just really want it gone. To make a great Pokemon game, there are a lot of key ingredients. For example, the region has to be fun to explore, the characters have to be interesting, but one of the most important things that really makes for a great Pokemon game is the starter trio. These 3 Pokemon are often adorable, and they are the face of the new generation. So fair to say, each Pokemon has to stand out and be appealing to fans. If they're just boring and forgettable, I can guarantee that people won't be as hyped for the new games. I've gotta give it to the Pokemon Company, they've nailed it with pretty much all of their starter trios. Each of them so far stand out and really do represent their home region. So whatever starters we do see for the next generation, just make sure they are perfect, because for a while, they'll be the face of the Pokemon franchise. Okay, so my number one hope for Generation 8 is pretty obvious, but it's the return of Pokemon gyms. Just want to put it out there, I love island trials, but if I had to choose between an island trial and a gym battle, I'd always go for the gym battle. It was cool for Pokemon to scrap the gyms for one region and just try out something new, but I've really missed them, so I'd love to see gym battles return in the next game. As well as that, I want to see more gym leaders. Specifically, lots of gym leaders with real character. I feel like some of the gym leaders from X and Y were pretty boring, so if we do see the return of Pokemon gyms, give us some great leaders to match. But anyway guys, with all that being said, that pretty much wraps things up for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Also, what are some of your hopes for Generation 8? Be sure to let me know down in the comment section. But with all that being said, for now, I've been PokeDan, you've been amazing, and I'll see you guys next time.